What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to the final moments of Elite Gaming versus Spartans Legacy, the CWL Week 10. We are back, and Elite Gaming certainly have a mountain to climb here against the league leaders, Spartans Legacy. It is going to be a close one. It's going to come down to them Town Hall 11 triples right at the end of the war. Looking at the league positions here, you can see Spartans Legacy right up there on top in first position. Absolute animals. Elite Gaming, we are there in 10th position. There are some other fantastic wars going on today, which we will jump in and out of as well. Namely, North Watchers versus Forbidden, the second and third place matchup today. But let's dive across to the stats here for Elite Gaming versus Spartans Legacy. I hope you guys are in for an action-packed finish here. Welcome to everyone just joining. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. You can see Elite Gaming, we are at 119, Spartans Legacy at 114, but they do have them extra attacks. Now guys, looking at the leaderboard as well, you can see specifically Town Hall 10v10 hit ratio, Spartans Legacy that little bit higher up at the moment. Fiaz and Wolf Mother, welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone just joining. We are live today on YouTube and over on Twitch as well. I haven't streamed over on Twitch for quite some time. I basically just jump in when it is the CWL so that people can jump in and out of different channels over there on Twitch. Why are you doing live at 2 AM? Well, for a start, it is not 2 AM for me. And secondly, this is the CWL. This is when we always stream. Aritra, thank you so much for checking things out, my friend. I possibly will stream some PUBG after this. We'll just have to wait and see. Definitely going to be a close one here, though. As you can see, like we were explaining, Spartans Legacy do have the leg up here at 10v10. We've obviously kind of caught up a little bit in terms of them dip attacks. You can see 6 out of 6 Spartans Legacy only using the 1 at the moment. That is what's going to decide the war. The Town Hall 11 triples, as you guys see that so often. Where are you from? I am from the north of England, my friend. Let's dive across to some of the other action here. We move over to the stats board. We did show you the league as well, but one of the most exciting matchups of this week is that of North Watchers versus Forbidden. Now, as you can see, North Watchers have quite a bit to catch up here on Forbidden. Forbidden have kind of demolished it at Town Hall 10v10 and 11v11. They are on fire. Forbidden in second place. North Watchers in third, coming off the back of that win over Spartans Legacy as well at top of the league. So definitely an interesting one. Awesome. Good day, Judo. Rick, thank you for checking out the stream. Good to see you again. What about DJ's attack? We will get to DJ's attack most certainly. Let's see how many he has left. As you can see, 2 of them. Town Hall 11 Beast. What is the feature of COC game? New Town Hall will come. Honestly, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Just see that you've started to play PUBG. I've been playing for weeks on end, my friend. Welcome back to the stream, Tops It Off. Good to see you again. I've been playing for ages. I've just kind of started bringing content a little bit more regularly. But we digress. This is the CWL Week 10 between Elite Gaming and Spartans Legacy, the guys at the top. Now, any of you guys that were watching some of the other streams, you might have seen, where is it here? Number 6 we have on my list, Warzone versus War Wales. Now, I was just watching this over on Adam at Time to Clash's stream. Before I started here, he is finishing off the end of this, 12 minutes to go. Be sure to go on over there, show him some love, watch the end of this one. You can see that this hasn't been updated for the last couple of minutes, and with only 12 attacks left, we can be pretty sure that there are some more attacks, but this one going to be a very exciting finish. Warzone hoping to come back. Obviously they did beat us here at Elite Gaming not too long ago, so they are hoping to come back and take War Wheels. But honestly, Town Hall 11, War Wheels were on fire. Do you accept low Town Hall 9? Extreme, no. This is the CWL. Elite Gaming is the top level of things, so definitely not, I'm afraid. I'm going to be true to you, bro. Time difference is a big issue. It's almost 2:18 in India. Try to do things honestly, well, I can't do that because I'm in England, so it's going to have to be on my time. Obviously, I can't show the end of these wars if the end is now, you know. I can't make people change the war, so unfortunately the war will be when the war is, I am afraid. But yes, that's it. Obviously, you will be able to see my videos as well when they go up. You'll not be able to catch all live streams. That's just how it goes. But anyway, getting into this one, this is Spartans Legacy coming in for another Town Hall 10v10 hit. They've done quite well with the Lava Loon, we have to say. Coming in with the Bowlers and Heroes for this one to see if they can get decent value. Now the CC goes down, the Queen goes down as well. A couple of Wizard Towers go down there as well, which is always good. The single target Infernos obviously aren't too much of an issue in terms of the Lava Loon. You can kind of surround them with the balloons. I'm sure he would like to protect his Queen a little bit here as well, though. She's kind of walked out of the range of that Expo, which is going to be nice. Clean up some of these other buildings. Now, interestingly, he comes from the opposite side with the Lava Loon. Doesn't aim to protect the Queen on this. Looks like she probably will go down. Lava Hound comes right across past that Inferno Tower, but the balloons, obviously with the haste, are straight onto that pretty quick. Now, it is interesting that he's came from the north here. He's going to have to end up with the Wizard Tower. Had he have rotated the other way around, he would have protected the Queen, not finished off on the Wizard Towers, so I'm really not too sure. But hey, let's just see how this one turns out. I'm sure he has it all planned up and ready to go. Obviously, back end balloons coming in to distract that Wizard Tower, but it's not going to be enough. It is going to go down. He's not going to get the triple on this one, so it is going to be a fail here for Spartans Legacy, unfortunately for them. So let's go ahead and update the scoreboard, and I will try my best to keep on top of that, guys. I really will. So that is 13 for 36 attacks now for Spartans Legacy. Again, I will try and keep up with the chat as best I can as well as we move along here. General, welcome to the stream. Your attacks are awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. Obviously, I'm not attacking here today. Was there another live there? Did I miss that? Don't think there was. No, there was not. So yes, we can update the attacks left as well. That goes down to 16 attacks left. Sorry, guys, I am trying to keep up with the scoreboard here as best as I can. Let's break this down for you then. As you can see, 33 3 stars for Elite Gaming. However, we have had them extra dip attacks. So it really is going to come down to the Town Hall 11s. And obviously, Spartans Legacy having the better 10v10 hit ratio. They're going to have more 11 attacks. But again, like we see in Elite Gaming versus Warzone, it is not how many attacks you create, it's how many you can actually put in the bag and get them 3 stars with. General Dilpret, watching you from London. That is awesome. Obviously, great time zone for yourself. What do you think the 3-star rate is now for 10v10 and 11v11? Wolfmother asks. That is different depending on where you look. In terms of the leagues, I mean, you do tend to get in between that 30 and 40%. Pretty much for both 10v10 and 11v11. They're not too far away, to be honest, from each other. Hopefully everything is okay over there on Twitch as well. Like I said, obviously I tend to mainly stream on YouTube here. Looks like we have Hilo coming in with his second attack. Hilo is a brilliant YouTuber from Spartans Legacy, so, you know, make sure to go over and show him some love on his YouTube channel as well. He does stream over on Twitch as well. He did get a 3-star on his first attack using the Lava Loon, so let's see if he can do it again. Obviously, being a fan of Elite Gaming, I'm hoping that he cannot. Interesting poison skeleton spell there. It is going to distract the single target Inferno out of range of any splash damage, so that is good to keep it out of the way of that queen. But she does start to walk a little bit here, which is certainly not what he wanted. I'm pretty confident he wanted that single inferno, and the CC has to adapt and put the poison spell over to the side of it here. And the queen is now starting to be drawn back over, but certainly not what he wanted here. He wanted the queen into that pocket, most definitely to get kind of these defenses here. Queen is going to go down, and he's going to have to try and adapt this as best he can, but certainly not looking good for Hilo at the moment. Just taking a second here, he is to kind of readjust, work out where he wants to come from. It's not over till it is over. Obviously, he is going to attack head on towards this Inferno Tower now and the air defense. Try and get that down, but obviously he doesn't really have that circle that he wanted. Balloons at the top here. Oh, they are going to redirect down to the bottom, so that's interesting. Obviously, he doesn't quite get what he wanted initially, and a lot of things have gone down, but he has adapted well. It's just whether it will come through, and most likely it will not. Queen is wrecking things there. Balloons go down terribly. Not quite what he wanted. Obviously, the queen going around the outside was certainly not what he wanted. Obviously, that's good for us here at Elite Gaming. We can go and update the scoreboards for you. That is an extra 10v10 attack, which didn't go down well. Let's catch up on the chat here as well. Bro, where are you from? I am from the north of England, up by Newcastle. Vivek watching from India, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Scotland in the house, the Grouch, thank you so much for checking things out. Stats are on Supercell forum for hit rates. Yeah, they're also on War Match as well. You might want to go and check them ones out. Are you in this War Judo and will you be doing live hits? No, this is the CWL Week 10 matchup for Elite Gaming. I just cover our matchups, part of Elite Nation. I don't actually compete with Elite Gaming. We have another live here, and it is another 10v10 attempt for Spartans Legacy. Obviously, we're hoping that these ones go down. Caught the stream 2:30 AM. Well, I do appreciate the love and support. I really do. Welcome everyone that is just joining. This is week 10 of the CWL Elite Gaming versus Spartans Legacy. Coming in with another Bo Laloon attack. And let's just see how this one goes down. As it's very similar to the attack we just seen by Hilo, actually, isn't it? Coming in, taking the CC down there. Nice poison spell gets on top of the queen and the CC as the rest of the troops come in here. Very interesting stuff. He is going to get right the way forward, take down both of these wizard towers. Now, this is the hit that we just seen, basically. Now, my thought was if he came from the other side, he could protect the queen. Looks like he's going to get more value. The queen hasn't came on the outside for this one. He's not going to get that air sweeper, so that is not going to be helpful for him. But again, he's managed to get more from the kill squad and the queen. Then he will basically come from the same angle here. They only just fell short on this one, so they obviously feel that by keeping the queen in the middle, they might be able to adapt this one. I love the early haste spells here to get the balloons forward, right over the top of them air defense, get them down and protect the lava hound. Obviously, this air sweeper isn't really going to do anything. Looks like he has a lot more balloons, and he's kept a heal spell for this one, so bringing a heal spell on the back end instead. Very nice adaptation. Didn't save any balloons for the back end like he did last time, but he's got that heal spell where his balloons fizzled out last time. Looks like they're just about to get that single inferno. They did not. That might be costly as well. He gets the wizard tower. Interesting here because he's got a lot of minions and lava pups. That might be enough to circle the single inferno, but there are a lot of defenses. There's a Tesla Archer Tower, which is going to pick them off very, very quickly once they get in range of these high HP storage as well. I don't think he's going to get enough here, especially if a red bomb goes off. It is going to be good night. I think the defenses are just going to pick things off. Very unfortunate there for Spartans Legacy. Another attempt, obviously, again, quite good for us at Elite Gaming to have some of them 10v10 hits just kind of go down as such. And the more that they fail here, the more that they'll have to dip with them Town Hall 11 attacks. And that's obviously going to put us in better stead here at Elite Gaming. Bad luck. Yeah, I mean, you know, the strategy's there. They're just feeling on that back end. Honestly, I thought that first one circling the other way might have got it. Who will know? Will you upload it as a video? If you're talking about this stream, I always leave the CWL streams up as videos, so you'll be able to catch from start to finish. And yeah, you won't have to worry about, you know, missing the stream per se. Wales here, Max Mac. Thank you for checking things out as well. A lot of British love in the house tonight. So we are pretty much even on attacks here. Spartans Legacy has one extra. But again, the difference here comes where Elite Gaming have dipped. With the 11s, we've kind of crushed a couple of bases there. That's why we have such a lead here. Spartans Legacy still in the driving seat, guys. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. This is closer than it looks. Let's dive across whilst we have a kind of break in the action here and look at some of the stats. We do have Warzone versus War Wales. Again, Adam at Time to Clash is, you know, streaming this one for you guys. And looks like we have a live attack, but that one is going to be wrapping up in just 1 minute. As you can see, the scoreboard was updated 7 minutes ago, so there are certainly a lot of changes that might have happened within that, and it's certainly an exciting matchup. War Wales were absolutely killing it at 11v11. Moving back to the gameplay, we have another live attack as well. We're going to stick with this one for the moment because it is a 10v10 by Elite Gaming. Let's see what we can do here. Shiver, thank you so much for checking things out. Have a good night yourself, my friend. So starting out here, I always love seeing the bowlers with that bounce, just, you know, picking off buildings at the side of the map. It's always fun to see. The king comes around the side here, setting the funnel for the queen to kind of step up and take what he wants. Now, it looks like we're going to try and get the queen straight into this pocket. Get the enemy queen, probably get the CC here as well. He's pressed the ability for the queen. So we'll just have to see how this one turns out. Obviously, enemy queen goes down to the king. If that single inferno locks onto the queen though, it might spell disaster. He's not used this poison spell here either. Didn't use it to take down these troops, which is interesting. Used a minion to pull them across. Maybe he thought the queen was going to go down there anyway and didn't want to pull that across. Really not too sure why that happened, but decided to pull them across with a minion. Very interesting stuff indeed. Anyway, comes forward with the lava loon, pushes the lava hound right the way to the middle. Nice big circle. I mean, he's coming across the entire half of the base here. His spells are going to push right the way across, but he does have a heal spell and 2 rage spells here. A heal spell used at the very east there to keep that pack of balloons alive as the rage spell comes forward. Interesting here because he has another rage spell, still lots of balloons. Haste spell probably going to be used to get the balloons to that final wizard tower. Have kind of split away and he's got an air sweeper to contend with there. That's going to push them balloons around. I don't think it is going to happen for him here, mainly because of the wizard tower at the back here. Very, very close. I mean, the balloons have split a little bit, but it looks like that wizard tower is just going to be too much for him here. Gets them down quite nicely, but the balloons just go down too quick. Very unfortunate. Very, very close that one was. Not going to happen though, so we'll dip out of that, see where the other attack was, because I'm pretty sure there was another one. Not sure who it was for there. If we look at the war events, looks like it was in fact a Town Hall 11 dip by ourselves. So let's go ahead and update that scoreboard. So 11v10. We've managed to get an extra one, so that is 7 out of 7 now for Elite Gaming, crushing it in that regard. Didn't get that Town Hall 10, so we can update things there, and the score is now 121 to 114, but Spartans Legacy certainly have them extra attacks on us. Only 11 left now for Elite Gaming. Going to be close, guys. It is certainly going to be close. Looking at the 11s though, we certainly have plenty of stars to pick up in that area. Let's catch up on the chat for you guys. What is the most difficult attack, Town Hall 10 or 11? Honestly, Mohamed, they're pretty much on par at the moment. I don't think there's a lot between them, to be honest. Dimas in the house from South Africa, thank you so much for checking things out. Gaming Freak John thinks that the ability was pressed too early on that one. Yeah, you know, missing that single inferno and kind of pulling things across to the side was certainly interesting. I'm going to pop back across to some of the wars here. This one, again, it's Warzone versus War Whales. It has indeed finished, but we're just waiting of the matchup to go ahead and update here. Maybe one of you can jump on over to Time to Clash's stream and come back and let us know the scores. Would be certainly interesting on that one. However, let's back out of that, guys, and let's have a look at one of the top matches today, which is North Watchers versus Forbidden. Again, this is second place Forbidden taking on first place North Watchers, and it looks like Forbidden are just killing it right now. They are taking North Watchers down very, very effectively. And yeah, very much a shame for North Watchers. I mean, they've done fantastic. Look at that. 11 10v10 3 stars and 100% at the moment on 11v11. But 18 out of 39 for Forbidden. That is phenomenal. North Watchers have a lot of attacks left, guys. Now, this is the thing with War Match. I can't see where the bases have no stars. North Watchers, no doubt, can catch up a lot of stars here. They are behind on the hit rate, most certainly. So, we'll just have to see whether they can indeed catch up on that one. Let's have a look, though. Again, you guys know from previous streams, I'm a massive fan of One Hive Genesis. They are taking on Mariana Trench. Now, it looks like, again, they have the advantage on this one. 12 out of 38. Town Hall 10v10 3 stars for Mariana Trench, but 17 for One Hive Genesis. They are certainly pushing Mariana Trench as far as they can here. And they already have that 11v11 in the bag as well. So going to be an interesting one. Over an hour left for that one. Looks like One Hive Genesis certainly in the driving seat so far. But we'll just have to see how things end up there. Any more interesting wars in the house? We do indeed have DLZ versus WHF. That is certainly going to be an interesting one. Looks like DLZ have so many more attacks left. And the stats not too different there. You can see, you know, DLZ have them extra attacks. They're going to have to put some more stars on the board, but they've got plenty left in order to catch up there. So that, again, will be interesting. Over half an hour left. Let's see if the matchup between War Whales and Warzone has updated on War Match, and we can see that result. Doesn't look like it has at the moment, so we'll just jump back over to the gameplay screen. What do you guys think? Elite Gaming, Spartans Legacy. Spartans Legacy in first position here in the CWL. This is the Invite League as well, guys. Elite Gaming are 10th at the moment, so it will be interesting. We're getting close to the final hour here. Plenty of attacks left. We'll just have to see how things go on this one. I am only just thinking, guys, that we haven't put any kind of alerts out on my Twitter page and things like that. So I am going to very kind of quickly try and do that. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for me in terms of them live attacks. But I will try my best to do that as well. Can't say yet, says Gaming Freak John. Yeah, it is certainly going to be interesting. Just putting out a tweet there as well so that you guys can see this, or any of my fans on Twitter can come across and join us here as well. Waldo has Elite Gaming for this one. Thank you for the support, my friend. Let's see how things go with that one. I mean, honestly, you've always got to go with the people that have the best hit ratio at the moment. So you would say that Spartans Legacy, having them 3 extra Town Hall 10 attacks, you know, they've got a few more attacks in the bag in terms of 11 hits. But it's whether they can convert them. You can see Elite Gaming, we have plenty of them scouted. Spartans Legacy, though, have 2 stars across all of the Town Hall 11s, so all they have to worry about is the 3 stars for that. It's always it's always difficult, I feel, when you are making an attack, especially at Town Hall 11, and you've got in the back of your mind, we need to make sure we get the 2-star. It's not the same mentality as getting that 3-star as it is the 2-star. So, you know, we'll just have to see how things go. Waldo, you are awesome, bro. Thank you so much for that one. I do appreciate it. Funny Vines, what time is it now? For me in the UK, it is 10 past 10 in the evening. Sorry guys, I did just lose all of my screens there. They kind of minimized for no reason, and obviously I have my chat up and things like that in order to read what you guys are saying, so I did have to kind of pull that one back up. Let's get into a replay for you. Why don't we do that? This is one of our Town Hall 10v10 triples. You guys know DJ of Elite Gaming. He's a Town Hall 11 beast. Always a lot of love in the house for DJ. This is one of his 10v10 triples, using mainly the bowlers, but he does sneak a couple of Valkyries in as well. So he starts out with a Queen walk here, doesn't have any wall breakers to get her in. And we'll just have to see. He's obviously going to use them Valkyries on the outside in order to help with the funnel. So that's always interesting. Brings that kind of bowler and witch combination from the top. Now, guys, I haven't watched this replay as of yet. Just wanted to kind of bring you guys something while we had a little bit of a pause in the action. And he brings just a couple of Valkyries in with the bowlers, which is definitely interesting. There are a lot of buildings together here, so you can assume that the Valkyries will get in and do some work. Obviously they do. He gets the 3-star. Now there is a witch on the outside of the poison spell there, which is interesting that isn't going to go down straight away. Decides to jump into the middle here. Does indeed get the attention of the bowlers, who just knock that straight down. The queen walk down the outside here is very nice. Always recommend implementing a queen walk like that if you can. But the bowlers in the middle are certainly smashing things. Hot host incoming, Judo Sloth. Oh, thank you so much. Lots of love here on Twitch. Lady B, welcome to the stream. Chief Knighton, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us over there on Twitch. Again, I'm not too sure how the hosting works, so thank you so much for whoever that was that decided to host things. This is Elite Gaming versus Spartans Legacy, and as you guys can see, I'm guessing that was Adam who's finished off his stream. Thank you so much to him. Susie, welcome as well. Everyone over there on Twitch, thank you so much. We're just catching up on a Town Hall 10v10, sorry. Getting mixed up because this is DJ with his Town Hall 11. Let's just kind of quickly wrap this one up. Who indeed won? We were trying to catch up on War Match, but who won the War Wales versus Warzone matchup? We weren't able to catch it up there. Let's have a quick look for you guys over on the League and Statistics page. See if that one has been updated for us. There we go. Looks like Warzone did indeed pull that one back. Very interesting, because War Wales were right up on top there for quite some time. Just pulling in them 11v11s. Now, I have seen as well when War Match has kind of messed things up and it's shown a victory for one person and then it's kind of, you know, being the other. So it has been quite awkward on stream. But anyway, looks like Warzone got the victory there. Congrats to them. Did exactly the same with us over at Elite Gaming. Clutched that victory right at the end. But we have a live attack coming in. It is a dip attack using the Bow Witch. Now, Spartans Legacy obviously have that better hit ratio at 10v10. Time to clash. Thank you so much for the host, my friend. I was trying to get my guys to jump on over there and keep us up to date with the War Wales matchup. Must have been an exciting finish. Again, Spartans Legacy here. They look behind on scores, but they're obviously ahead on 10v10 hit ratio. They've got a lot more dips that they can do here to get the stars on the board, and it looks like they're starting to do that. Obviously, they've just had a couple of 10v10s that didn't quite go their way. One can assume that the dip attack is going to come off victorious here. We have bowlers crushing right the way through the base. Queen with the ability. I'm going to go ahead and update the scoreboard straight away here, because that is clearly going to be a victory. Looks like all of my information has shut down for me, so that is just beautiful, isn't it? Let's see. 11v11. That is now 2 for 2 for Spartans Legacy. And they will start to kind of creep up on the score here, guys. Obviously, Elite Gaming are ahead on the scoreboard by quite a margin, or they were. Spartans Legacy, once they start putting them dip attacks in, you will see how close it is. Obviously, we have been discussing how Spartans Legacy very much in the lead here with the 10v10. Sean, welcome to the stream. Again, thank you so much for the host, Adam, over there on Twitch. I don't have too many viewers on Twitch, and it's just kind of blown up there thanks to yourself. Over 100 viewers. That is amazing. So, what is the breakdown you asked? So, there's 7 Town Hall 11s on this one. Then I believe there is... Oh, we have a live attack coming in. But I believe there's about 17... Town Hall 10s or so. I will clarify that. Maybe someone can clarify that in the chat as well. But it looks like we have another dip attack. Again, Spartans Legacy are going to be pulling things through here, getting the stars on the board, and really just showing us exactly how things are going to match up at the end. They do have them extra opportunities, but like we seen with Elite Gaming versus Warzone, you know, we had so many more attacks in the bag. Warzone really did get that. Time to Clash, putting that up there. Thank you so much, Adam. 7, 21, 17. I knew there was a 17 in there somewhere. It is indeed the Town Hall 9s. Dragon in the CC, aiming to stop them bowlers. But obviously at Town Hall 11, you can pop that poison on. You can use the Grand Warden's ability. It's really not too hard to get through that Dragon. And all the bowlers in the middle here, especially alongside that Rage spell, are really just going to crush things. Single target Inferno locks onto the King. He is going to press that ability, but it's not going to do... Wow, the King just jumped over about 2 pieces of walls to get to that single Inferno. It was on an absolute mission. Didn't quite take it down though, but obviously as he gets towards the end of the raid here, he is going to get the 3-star, no doubt. And... you know, put a little bit more pressure on Elite Gaming here, shall we say. So I will again update the scoreboard for you guys. Again, I only tend to do the scoreboard for the CWL matchups, so I'm not kind of flawless in terms of doing that. Do try my best to keep on top of it so that anyone just joining the stream will be up to date with it. Shadowlight Gaming over on YouTube, thank you so much, my friend, for the support. I know you're often here in the streams, on the videos. I really do appreciate it. So another Bow Witch there for Spartans Legacy. That adds 1 extra star for them. And now only 3 stars away. Let's see if they... Yeah, as you can see, they have another Town Hall 10 there that they can pull things level with. 2 of them indeed. How many do Elite Gaming have that we can dip on and get them stars? So there's plenty of ones left, but I don't think there's any Town Hall 10s that we can just all of a sudden crush. So let's jump back over to the stats screen. Obviously, we saw Warzone getting the victory there over War Whales. An amazing matchup, that one. Again, thank you so much, Adam. It was a ton of fun over on your stream before this one. Just watching those guys kind of battle it out. Town Hall 11 3-stars coming in all over. But obviously, that one is now finished. Let's move back and see North Watchers versus Forbidden. Obviously, second and third place in the CWL, guys. 24 minutes ago this one was updated, so it's no different from last time, which actually just updated for us. 16 minutes ago it was updated though, so still plenty of room there for North Watchers in order to be able to get back on this one. Like we've said, Forbidden are ahead in terms of stats and hit rates, but North Watchers do indeed have quite a few more attacks. And obviously, like we've said as well, take these stats from War Match with a pinch of salt. You can't quite see whether there's bases that purely haven't been hit. You can't quite see how many stars they can get on the board in order to pull things back through. So it is just an estimate. It doesn't always show you the true picture of things. Adam will tell you how hard manual updating stats is. Yes, I do try though, because, you know, the War Match can sometimes take so long in order to update that I try and just do it myself if I can. Thank you for the support there though. You're doing great. It's pretty good with the statistics. I do try my best to keep on top of that. I'm not going to commentate this one too much because it is basically another Bow Witch dip attack. British streamers OP. Thank you, Slim, for the support on that one. Counting down time, it's going to be a fun war for the viewers. Yes, it is. Towards the end, these are always amazing. That's why I've been loving the CWL this season. Every single matchup is so close. Doesn't matter how much difference in the league there is, they're always so close. Same accent, I'm not too sure. Mine's kind of a real northern accent and a bit rougher than Adam's, I think. A bit more messed up, should we say. but who knows? A lot of people don't like my accent. I do get a lot of hate in the chat for my accent as well. Updating stats is terrible. I struggle through it. Yeah, I try my best. Looks like we're missing another live attack. I'm too busy trying to keep up with the chat here. It is another dip attack for Spartans Legacy. Looks like it's another Bow Witch, so they are going to kind of crush things here, and this will flip the scoreboard more than likely. Bring them ahead of Elite Gaming. But again, it's not, I always stress this, it's not how many Town Hall 11 attacks that you can create. It's basically how many you put in the bag. Andrew J on YouTube, keep up the good work, Judo. I do appreciate that. Sean is from Dublin in Ireland. Very nice place. I have been a couple of times, mainly just to visit, to be honest. You can get a flight over from Newcastle very, very cheaply. So I have been a couple of times. Very expensive though. How to Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 11 3 stars. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Tariff. Very, very unlikely that you'll get a Town Hall 9 3 star and 11 unless it's unless it is, you know, severely engineered or underleveled or whatever. Who cares? So it looks like Spartans Legacy, you know, things are thinning out on this one. They just about got that single target Inferno. Could have been a nightmare for the Queen there. Certainly defenses on the back end here, but there are enough to come through. You know, the Queen with that ability. Andrew J over on YouTube snatching the MVP again real quick. Thank you so much for the donation. Let's get some donation hype in the chat there for Andrew. $1.99 donation. I really do appreciate that, my friend. Let's go and update yourself. You know, you snatched that MVP last time as well. Get some donation hype in the chat there for Andrew. I do appreciate that, my friend. All the donations are very much appreciated. Obviously, go back into the channel to try and improve my setup. Like I was saying last stream, I have just purchased some new equipment for the microphone here as well to try and improve my audio. Waiting for that 11v11 triple. There will be plenty of 11v11 action. There certainly will be, my friend. So let's go ahead and update that scoreboard before we forget. 10 attacks left for Spartans Legacy now. Looks like we have another live attack. Give me a second, guys, please. 122, so we're only one behind, and they had now 5 11v10 dips. They really have started just putting them in the bag, pushing the scoreboard. Looks like they will try and get another one. I want to go to Newcastle just for a night out since watching Geordie's show. Oh my gosh, cringe. It's not quite that. Honestly, just want to go out with Scotty T. What a lad. Actually, he's quite... I met him a couple of times in... he's often out in the nightclubs in Newcastle, so I have met him a couple of times, and he always does kind of say hello to people. I can't remember when I went to Newcastle. It was very messy. Absolutely. It does tend to get messy when you go to Newcastle. It really does. Lord Daverick there as well. Newcastle is a top night out. Yes, it is. A couple of months, actually. It was probably 2 months ago or something since I was last out there. Tend not to go out now too much in my old age, shall we say. Anyway, another dip attack coming in for Spartans Legacy here, and they... I mean, come on. They're top of the CWL. They're not going to fail dip attacks, are they? They are crushing it here. I really am looking forward to the end of this war, though. The 11v11s, it's always exciting stuff. Again, thank you so much for the support over there on Twitch. Just kind of getting started with the CWL streams and multi-streaming. I tend not to do all of my streams over on Twitch, but for the CWL, I certainly do so that people can chop in and out of different streams, update us on the scoreboards and things like that. And that is another dip attack for Spartans Legacy. Fantastic stuff. Man, if I was out with Scotty T, we would clean up. Yeah, taking screenshots of good war bases, and they're getting shown how to be taken down here, my friends. So, might not be the best to be using them bases, but hey, in random spins, you might be okay. So I am going to try and update the scoreboard as well. Make sure we're keeping that up to date for you. And there we go, my friends. Exciting stuff. 50 minutes left for any of you guys just joining. This is Elite Gaming versus Spartans Legacy CWL Week 10. and it is going to be an exciting finish. Spartans Legacy just ahead in terms of the hit ratios, but Elite Gaming, again, it's not how many Town Hall 11 attacks you create, it's how many you can put in the bag, and we obviously do have some Town Hall 11 beasts. Let's just see how things go. Rhino is asking to have a look at the WHF war, so most certainly we can indeed do that. Just quickly catching up on the North Watchers Forbidden. Obviously the scoreboard catching up there a little bit, but I would not expect North Watchers to catch up at this point. We will have to see. Forbidden are just that little bit further ahead in terms of 10 and 11 hit ratio, but let's move that one off and let's have a look at that WHF war. Dark Looter Z versus WHF. Again, DLZ have quite a few more attacks in the bag. Looks like it's going to be a close one, to be honest. DLZ, you could say, with the advantage at this point. Only 10 minutes left, but it does look, you can kind of see the feint on the top right hand side, updated 23 minutes ago. So I don't know if someone is able to update us on that, if they're able to get the scoreboard. I don't think I've seen any WHF streams going on there before, but I could be wrong. I don't think King in the North is streaming, but if he is, make sure to jump on over there and update us with the scoreboard. Update scoreboard, attacks left with Spartans Legacy are 9. Okay, I will update that. Thank you so much for the heads up, I do appreciate it. Obviously makes sure that you guys get to see updated stats. Let's move off that war then. Let's see how One Hive Genesis are doing against Mariana Trench. Like we said before, One Hive Genesis doing really well at this point. They've already got that 11v11. They're quite a bit ahead here at 10v10. 17 out of 36 attacks. Again, brilliant stuff for them. They're in the driving seat, but similar to Elite Gaming, there is almost an hour left, and you guys know how things can just change any minute here, so let's just see. Gaming Freak John was asking about One Hive. We have Genesis and Two Hive attacking today. One Hive having a forfeit against, well, Guantanamo Bay, sorry, had the forfeit, not One Hive, so they will indeed pick up the victory on that one. Welcome to everyone just joining us. Clash with Will over on Twitch, thank you so much. Dude, where are you getting the scoreboards? Any website? They are on War Match. So basically, I have created this kind of backdrop. Then I just pull the information in with a transparent background from War Match. That is where they get updated from. And obviously, like we said, you've got to kind of take them with a bit of a pinch of salt. You can't always know exactly what's going on. As you can see here, if we use our war for an example, we wouldn't necessarily know that there's any bases with no stars. We don't know how many bases have been scouted and things like that. Regal, thank you so much for the update. Mariana Trench have 123 stars now. Really trying to put the pressure on One Hive Gazette. But looking at the league, they are doing amazing. What am I saying, One Hive Gazette? Man, getting mixed up with Patrick. Great guy though. I have met him in Finland before, and you know, I really love to see that his clan's doing so well as my good friend Smorg over there as well, one of the war generals, up in 5th position. So just brilliant stuff. Elite Gaming still pushing the playoff position here. Hopefully, who knows, can we get an upset? My football team today, guys, just kind of coming off topic. My football team, Sunderland, I do regret to say that we've been relegated, but we beat the league champions today. Bottom of the league, beating top of the league, so anything can happen. Maybe it happens in COC here as well. Looks like we have Fog coming in, our previous leader, should we say, coming in against the Town Hall 11 that we haven't hit yet. He's coming in with the Bowwitch attack. Let's move away from the statistics screen so that you guys can see this in full. So he's coming in with the Bowwitch, comes in from that southwest side. That's going to basically mean that we can secure the 2-star, which is always nice. We were discussing earlier how the mentality of a 3-star versus 2-star is always difficult. Basically, changing that mentality to ensure you get that 2nd star is difficult, and Spartans Legacy have 2-starred all of our 11s, so they can concentrate on the 3s. Plenty of bowlers in the middle here for Fog. He's going to get decent damage, but I think there's probably just too many defenses on the back end here. Not really going to get anywhere near the 3-star here. He has got the 2-star, it's just how much percentage he can get. does have the Hilo with a few witches on the outside. That's going to get a decent amount of percentage around this side here. Queen still with the ability, but I honestly just think there's too many defenses at the top for him to get through. Looks like we will get a decent percentage. If it comes down to percent, obviously you want to try and get as best as you can up on the top. Regal says Mariana Trench are 5 out of 5 on dips. Thank you for the update as well. It's always nice when we do get some updates on the chat as well. Final few minutes for them. Yes, it is, Gaming Freak. Looks like we're going to get close to 80% here, but things are going to fizzle out after that. The Queen walks into this pocket. She will get a couple of other buildings, but pressing that ability, she'll go down in a second, really. Probably around about 80%. Then this one will fizzle out. So what do you guys think? We obviously always try and see what people think in terms of who will win. You've got to say that Spartans Legacy have the advantage at this point in terms of hit ratio, but anything can happen like we said. What do you guys think? Who is Elite Gaming's best 11v11 hitter, asks Slim. Well, we have DJ, who is always a fantastic 11v11 hitter. He's probably right up there, to be honest. He often gets the 3 stars with his Lava Loon attacks. So I'd probably put my money on DJ. I can't recall off the top of my head how many different attacks we have and who they are. Let's update that scoreboard though whilst we can, whilst there's no other live attacks. 10 remaining for Elite Gaming. We can add them 2 stars, puts a little bit more pressure on Spartans Legacy, I guess. And that is an 11v11 attempt, but an 11v11 fail in terms of 3-star attacks. So that's the first one, that's 11v11 gone in. Let's just see though, let's see. So we have DJ with 2 attacks. Zeus is a good 11v11 attacker, as is Beyond. So we have some good 11v11 attackers, but obviously Spartans Legacy, you know, they've got some amazing ones as well. Bones Deuce, welcome to the stream. I hear Lisa is a wonderful Clash player. Yes, she is. Spartans Legacy, in my opinion, sorry, but I'm Spartans Legacy. Spartans Legacy, even if Elite Gaming win, they'll get it some. Yeah, I mean, you've got to go. If you're a betting man, Spartans Legacy, they're in first position. They've got the better hit ratio. You know, you've got to go with Spartans Legacy, haven't you? But fingers crossed, obviously, I am rooting for Elite Gaming, being a part of Elite Nation. Getting into this one, it is another 10v10 attempt by ourselves. Coming in with the Queen, trying to get these air defense, but he is going to get that CC down. Couple of balloons trying to sneak in just to help to create that funnel, get the wizard tower down as it does, helps the Queen to come onto the inside, get them air defense. He does have the skeleton spell in order to take down the Queen, doesn't quite get the witch at that point. Looks like he's pulling that right out to the side, basically so that any lava pups wouldn't get caught up and trying to attack them skeletons, but towards the end of the raid, who knows whether that will happen. Coming in directly towards the Inferno Tower at the south, obviously behind the air sweepers. Queen locks onto that Lava Hound. Rage spell goes over the top. Very nicely done with the skeleton spell. She is going to go down in a second. Nice wide spread of the balloons here with the haste spells coming through. And a nice haste spell over the 2 air defense at the back there. He does have a heal spell left. I mean, this is looking good, guys. He does have quite a few point defense, but lots of balloons. Heal spell over the top of that wizard tower. They are starting to slow down. They're going to be boosted up by this wizard tower, but they are going to start getting picked off here. Let's just see. That final haste comes in. What do you guys think? Make sure to drop it in the chat. I think this could be good, guys, if he manages to get these Teslas down. Balloons going down quick. He is going to get that down, but will he run out of time? The minions are going to be able to take out these buildings at the bottom. I think he's going to run out of time, in all honesty. I really do. The balloons are not going to get around the things at the top. Minions, there's only a couple left. Such a shame. Got all of the defenses down, but I think that is going to be a defense. Harvin says rip. Yeah, I think it is going to be a defense. He's not going to get around all of these. Bro, my clan, how do I do official clan? Set it up in game. That's about as much as you need to know. So yeah, that is going to be a time fail, unfortunately. Nice attempt. Obviously, you know, maybe the CC it was. We'll maybe have to watch that one back. I'm not sure what killed all of the lava pups at the bottom. Maybe the, no, maybe Honestly, I don't know. Maybe someone can say, bad luck with that witch. Marco P, thank you. Still a nice attack. Yes, it was. It most certainly was a nice attack. And there we are, 92%. Very unfortunate. Updating that scoreboard for you guys. Only 9 attacks left apiece now. Coming down to the final 30 minutes. Very painful. Yeah, let's quickly watch that back, actually. See where things went wrong. Obviously, trying to take down Hilo. He did get the 3 stars earlier on, but then Hilo, obviously, you know, we saw on stream, he failed with that second attack. Again, always puts out amazing YouTube content. Make sure to go and subscribe to Hilo if you haven't already. His YouTube name is exactly as it's spelled on his username. We can skip past this first bit. We saw the kill squad coming in. Did a nice job in order to get them. Air defense got the CC down. Really not sure where things went wrong though. Obviously only has 8 minions, to be honest. So it must just be that the minions went down so quick that that he just didn't have enough for cleanup basically. So balloons come forward. Let's see. Where do the minions go then? So kind of spreads. Oh, he puts a lot over here, look. So I thought he was going to put them down the bottom. Put a lot over that side. They do come down, but there's just not enough. Witch is able to take a couple of them out. So Witch took 3 out there. So, like we said, Witch then takes out another one. Probably got a bunch of minions. Could have been different. Who knows? Forbidden Pig, thank you so much for checking out the stream, my friend. You mind showing some 11v11 hits? We've only had the one. We've only had the one, which we just seen by Fog. So I will replay it. It was just done a little while ago, but all of the others are 10v11 hits, I'm afraid. Sabar Omar, no one cares about Tamil clans, everyone cares about India. Okay. Can you update us on the war between DLZ and WHF? Yes, we can do that. Again, guys, if any of you want updates on the other scores, we will indeed jump across. We have the ability to do that. So let's check it out. So DLZ versus WHF. Wow, look at that one, guys. 10 minutes left. DLZ, like we said, they had plenty of attacks in order to pull this back. And it looks like it is going to be a nail-biting finish. 10 minutes ago that the war match was updated. So if anyone does know the score, make sure to update us. Looks like the timer has finished. It's basically when war match updates, we will know. Looks like it will be an interesting finish. What do you guys think? Maybe DLZ can pull that one back. Maybe they can. I mean, they're only 2 stars behind there, and they certainly do have the better hit ratio in terms of Town Hall 10v10. DLZ getting off to such an awful start to the season. I felt so sorry for them, to be honest, because they are just beasts. You can see them all the way down there in 14th position. Obviously, they got the first win against ourselves, Elite Gaming. Then they went on a horrible losing streak. Such a strong clan. They were leaving Live Attack. Thank you, Rhino, for giving me the update on that one. They were losing on the nearest of margins. I really did feel sorry for them. But anyway, we have a 10v10 hit by Spartans Legacy. Looks like we've missed the entry, and it's this base again, guys. This is the 3rd attempt on it. Now remember, like I said, when the queen was on the outside, if he had circled from the south, I think he would have saved the queen and got this. But the queen again in the middle, looks like she's going to go down again, and they're still circling from the top. Looks like the spell composition, he's dropped a couple of haste spells in order to bring a rage spell. Going to try and use that where the defenses are a little bit thicker. So last time we had the heal spell for the end, but the haste spells just weren't enough to get the balloons through. Let's just see. He has plenty of them at this point, still deploying them around the side here, and the haste spells have pushed them now to be together. Then you see that combination of rage and heal. It's looking a bit better, guys, but will he have enough? They're still going to go down quick here once he starts getting to the final point defense. I mean, he's got plenty of minions and lava pups. He is going to be able to finish off the buildings. It's just whether they can get through here. They're going down fast, guys. I really don't know. Last time, this is a very similar situation, isn't it? You saw last time how basically we had the same kind of 2-point defense, but the 2-point defense here, it was the exact same situation. The point defense took out the minions and lava pups, and honestly, I think the same here. Haste at 7 was not really needed, says Slim. I didn't catch that bit, I've got to be honest with you, so we will look that back. DLZ deserve way better, to be honest. They are a fantastic clan. Losing by percent speaks volumes. Absolutely, Marco. They were losing on the smallest margins, and I do think this is going to be a defense, guys. So I am going to update that scoreboard. Imagine that if he pulled that out. I did that the other week, didn't I? Updated the scoreboard too quickly, and they did indeed get the 3, but I'm quite confident that this one is not going to happen. Spartans Legacy is a tough clan to beat. Best of luck, guys. They are. They're not sitting in top position for, you know, no reason. They are there because they deserve to be there, basically. Obviously, North Watchers taking that victory against them, though. They're not undefeated. So they can be taken down. It looks like we have another dip attack here. Did we get the scoreboard updated? I think we did, guys. But Spartans Legacy getting that. Is this the final dip attack, or will they need a couple more? I think they might need some more, actually. It is going to be the Boar Witch again, so we're not going to spend too long in terms of kind of commentating this. He was annoying and he says his clan is better and all that stuff. Good luck to him. I'm not sure who you're talking about there, buddy, but does Elite Gaming have unrusted 9s? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I've got to be honest with you. We must do, because we've had more Town Hall 9s than that. I think, obviously, with Elite Nation, we would just kind of bring people in and out of the clan in order to match up the roster that we put out. So, yes, we probably do, I guess, but honestly, I really don't know. And Lisa, who is from Elite Gaming, one of my moderators, is unable to be here today. She is unfortunately stuck at work, so she would be able to answer a lot of these questions, but who knows. Lol, Elite Gaming exposed. Well, honestly, I don't know the whole story, so do not count me on that. I basically just stream for them. I do not know any of that stuff, so I've got no idea, honestly. You'd have to ask them on that one, but I've got no idea how it goes. I really don't know how they do the rosters and things. I just kind of jump on in and stream the end of it. That is about as much as I know. Obviously, I'm not involved with them in terms of the rosters and competing with them. Can you check Boston Tea Party versus Sky 9 in Rising? Unfortunately, Rhino, I cannot. I haven't pulled all of that through. Let's update the scoreboard here whilst we can. Unfortunately, the more web pages that you pull through, the more processing power it has on your PC, so I can only pull a certain amount through, basically, and I've kind of kept it invite because that's where these clans are. Go Spartans Legacy, says Tony. Obviously, like we said, they're in the driving seat at the moment, aren't they? We're into the final 30 minutes, guys. Spartans Legacy have used 2 extra attacks. They're obviously ahead at this point on ratio and in terms of hits. Let's just see. So they have 5, 7 all of their attacks are Town Hall 11s, but DJ coming in, it's a CWL drama you do not know. Okay, yeah, honestly, I don't get involved with drama, but yeah, so I've got no idea on that one. I just stream, I just enjoy it. I don't get involved with drama. Like we said, I'm not even involved with the CWL in terms of competing in it. I just stream for it, bring it to you guys, try and, you know, showcase it to the world, because these matchups and attacks are amazing. So DJ coming in anyway. We have said he's one of our Town Hall 11 beasts, and he is coming in with his Lava Loon, so he always tends to push with some bowlers. Get that single Inferno, not quite going to get it, guys. Didn't quite get all of the CC. The Queen has walked around the outside. I'm assuming that is not what we wanted, but let's just see. He's going to get the Wizard Tower here. He's going to be out of range of the single target Inferno. Gets the Queen down. Not quite going to get the Eagle Artillery either, so I'm pretty sure that he hasn't succeeded on what he wanted in terms of the kill squad. But obviously, he's going to go hell for leather at this and see what he can get. Targets that single target Inferno first with the balloons. The air sweeper giving him a little bit of grief there, but let's just see. Balloons going down rather quickly. Could really do with that heal spell going in. Air sweeper giving him a lot of grief. Obviously, he wanted his Queen in there in order to take that down. It is going to go down here. Just gets that heal spell, but this big pocket of balloons here is going to go down. Has the balloons at the top just about to get healed. I don't think he's going to have enough to get through here. Obviously, the balloons with them skeletons are getting crushed, and they'd have to loop right the way back down. Awesome says, rip, yes. Save the drama, we love what you do. Yeah, absolutely. I don't get involved with drama, and I don't know the politics of all of that stuff. It doesn't interest me. I just stick to the good stuff in terms of enjoying the game as it is meant to. How did your attacks go in this war, asks Weedman. Again, I'm not involved with the war. I'm not involved with Elite Gaming in terms of attacking and things like that. Because I'm a member of Elite Nation, they basically just send me an invite with a couple of hours to go, and then I jump on across and showcase the end of it for you guys. That is about my involvement at this moment. So, unlucky to DJ there. Obviously, would have been nice to see how things would have went had his queen have got inside. Let's have a quick look back at that one and see where it all went wrong. Good heal. Yes, it was a good heal to try and bring things back. But ultimately, he wanted his queen in there. So we've got the baby dragon, the funnel on that side. Tried to use the wizard. Takes that down. King takes this. I think it's this gold storage, look. Obviously just pulls the queen. It was actually the dark elixir storage. Just didn't go down quick enough. Pulled the queen. Had she have gone in there, would have got so much more value. It's tough to be a part of such big war plan and stream. Yeah, honestly, because of content creation, awesome, I don't have the time to commit to my own attacks, so I really wouldn't compete in the CWL. I wouldn't have the time to put in that these guys do. Obviously, they're on voice all the time. They are on, chat, on Discord and everything. I wouldn't have the time to be able to do that. So Jethro coming in always is a strong Town Hall 10 attacker, using them balloons to just take out a few defenses first. Not sure. No, he certainly wasn't going for the CC pull there. And I'm sure he probably wanted that archer tower down so that his baby dragon could do a lot of work, to be honest. That wizard not quite going to sneak that one. I'm sure this is not quite what he wanted. He wanted the funnel on that side for his Valkyries, the Falcon attack, in order to come in straight to the middle of the base. But as we can see, this is a strong strategy, shall we say. It is a beast. We are losing connection. What is going on? Oh no, I do apologise, guys. Hopefully that will come back in a second. How long does it take you to produce a video, Wolf Mother? It depends on what video I'm making. If it is a guide or something like that, I'm going to skip out of this, guys, and see if we can come back. Not sure what happened there. If it's a guide of some sort, it can take a while. What is going on with this? Not too sure, guys. I do apologise. Obviously, these streams, it does take a little bit to kind of get all of the war matches coming in. Yes, we can have a look at how WHF are getting on. Let's pull that off. Get WHF in here. Spartans Legacy tying it up there. Ended 11 minutes ago, but we're just waiting of the update, to be honest, to see how things have gone. Disconnect, Slim says. Yeah, very unfortunate. Not what we wanted, shall we say. Certainly not what we wanted. Yeah, looks like it is a disconnect. 26%, he did disconnect. The worst time, CWL. Oh my word. Certainly not what we need at this stage. So that is a... I'm going to update the scoreboard because it is a Town Hall 10 attack at the end of the day. Just waiting of... Let's see if we can update it just by refreshing it, guys. Let's see how many Town Hall 10s are left. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks by Elite Gaming in order to clear the 10s. Do we have any more Town Hall 10s? So we have 2 Town Hall 10 attacks. And what was it again? Forgetting already. Was it 4? Yeah. So looks like even if we do not get another Town Hall 10v10, the maximum we can get is 1 Town Hall 11 attempt at a triple, and we'd have to go for this base. So that's assuming we don't get a 10v10, so we really needed that attack by Jethro. Skipping things across, Spartans Legacy, wow, they only need to take out 1 more Town Hall 10. That means, and they have all our 11s 2-starred, and all of their attacks are 11, so they have 6 attacks here at 11v11. Obviously, we have to say that they have the advantage. DLZ won. Oh, there we go. It's just updated. So there you go. DLZ taking the victory over WHF. They pulled that back. And like you said, that's where the war match and the scores and things, you cannot, take it literally as you're looking at it. You have to take it with a bit of a pinch of salt because you don't know the full picture. Let's dive across then. Spartans Legacy starting with them 11v11 attempts. This could put the nail in the coffin here for Elite Gaming. Let's just see. Judo, your stake on which clan this CWL? I mean, I'd have to go with Spartans Legacy, to be honest. They've been absolutely amazing, to be honest. Them are Forbidden. They have been both running away with the league, to be honest. But as you saw, the matches are all so close. Who knows, to be honest? Who knows? Gets the CC pull anyway with the king at the top. Not going to put that poison down because obviously the king's about to go down. The troops are about to come down to the queen. Gets the rage spell in alongside that poison. She is going to be protected here. Creating the funnel with the bowler down at the bottom. And he does have them 5 wall breakers to bust the queen in. Into this compartment, and notice what he is getting. He's going to get the queen, he's going to get a couple of wizard towers, the 1 air defense as well. Again, not the the biggest thing in the world. It all does depend on the base design. Always love them balloons. Look at that scout balloon coming in order to get the black bomb out of the way from the healers. Obviously the healers worth more troop capacity. You wouldn't want them going down. So a very nice use. Even uses the jump spell to push the queen right the way in. Brilliant queen charge at this stage. Brings in that single hog to try and snipe off that air defense. So unlucky, to be honest. Will it make too much of a difference? I don't think it will, to be honest. The Lava Hound has still pulled in the fire from the archer towers and then moving on up to the top. Queen still charging through. She is no doubt going to get the Eagle Artillery. She's going to be protected because the balloons are going to get the defenses down so quick. Will she survive? Looks like she will. Oh no, she's going to go down in a second. Who would have guessed it? He's still looking good here though, guys. Judo, please confirm this guy that you are live. Yes, I am live. Of course I'm live. What is wrong with you guys? Anyway, balloons coming around. He doesn't have any spells left here. There's no splash damage, but there's a lot of point defense at the back here. Looks like they could go down, guys. Does manage to get that. Doesn't have a lot. Can the archers clutch it? Can the archers clutch it? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. It's going to be a high percentage too, but he's not going to get the 3. Let's have a look at this. What's going on in terms of this live? He is streaming on both. Yes, I am. I'm using Restream, streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. That's how I'm talking to people, chatting from them both. Because it's CWL and I have the stats, I don't have the chat box in. Normally I'd pull that in from YouTube and Twitch, but obviously I am not. Forbidden will get their sweet revenge on Spartans Legacy, says Marco. I do appreciate you stopping by the stream. Again, massive fan of your clan. You have been beasting it this season. Oh, yes. Yes, I was reading chat on Twitch, so Aiden, that is obviously clarified now. 20 minutes left. Let's go ahead and update the scoreboard. Spartans Legacy obviously didn't get the 3-star there. You know, again, it's not how many you create, it's how many you can put away. So even though Spartans Legacy can potentially, well, they've already used 1, potentially have 6 shots at a Town Hall 11 triple. Who knows? They might not get that. Elite Gaming could get number 1 and pull through. It's a long shot, guys. I know. But it can still happen. Elite Gaming were miles ahead. Not miles ahead, but we had a good few extra attacks over Warzone. They pulled it back, clutched at the end, got the victory. It is not over until it is over. Forbidden about to perfect against North Watchers. Wow, that is very impressive stuff. The only other clan that I obviously seen do that was WHF. I was lucky enough to have finished Elite Gaming stream and jump on over to King of the North to see when they got the kind of perfect. Very strange though that they were up against the anti 2-star bases, but anyway, you know, they got it done, and it, you know, sounds like Forbidden going to do it again. So brilliant stuff for them. This being a dip attack with the Hog Riders, obviously we can assume that they are going to go down. Yeah, they finally got fed up of Ryan's base, dipping and taking it. Well, they only have 11 attacks, Town Hall 11 attacks left now, basically. So they had a good few attempts on this base. They obviously felt like it was the one to try and get another Town Hall 10v10 on. Granted, they were very close. But hey, if they got a dip, they got a dip. You know, you got to get them stars. This is not a no-dip format. You have to dip, you have to get them stars. And they have now used the same amount of dip attacks as Elite Gaming. However, Elite Gaming obviously still have Town Hall 10s to clean, so we will have to use them dip attacks. They have gone ahead and got this one, so we can basically back out and update the scoreboard for you guys. Big congrats on that one in terms of getting the 3 stars. It's going to be an exciting finish, guys. It certainly is. Spartans Legacy tearing it up at the moment, we have to say. Again, I gave a shout out to Hilo before. Make sure you guys go and follow him on YouTube. He always does bring recaps, often does process videos of this as well, which is really interesting because he breaks down his attacks and it's always a great watch. So almost 15 minutes left, guys. Let's move back across to the stats page so you guys can see. Aiden says, Elite will win, bro. Fingers crossed, but let's see. So Dark Looters, we seen them taking out WHF. Brilliant job to them. I am happy for DLZ. They've obviously, like I said, they've had a bit of a rough patch this season, but they are such a strong clan. Let's check up on One Hive Genesis. Wow, it is evened up now against Mariana Trench, but obviously they have them extra attacks. They now have 2 Town Hall 11s on the board, so they are still in the driving seat here. We can assume, looking at the scoreboards, looking at the stats, that Genesis have a couple of bases that basically they haven't even attacked. So they should be able to pull through with the attacks there towards the end. Let's have a look at North Remembers versus 2 Hive. We haven't even looked at that as of yet. And wow, North Remembers getting it done, look, against 2 Hive. They have destroyed them in this war. Massive congratulations to them. They've been kind of up and down a little bit this season, but certainly putting in some impressive stats there. 3 out of 5 Town Hall 11 triples, so good job to them. Obviously we saw Warzone winning. Let's check out Reddit Omega versus Buy Forever. Again, Reddit Omega, another clan that struggled at the start of the season. Was very strange to see them, such a strong clan, struggling the way they did, and it looks like Buy Forever going to take the victory. I probably would have had my money on Reddit Omega for that one, I have to tell you guys. But we have another 11v11 attempt here from Spartans Legacy. Looks like it is going to be another Lava Loon. They'll basically help to put the... I mean, they don't really need to bump the percentage too much. They'll probably consider that, but they will be going for the 3s at this point. But consciously, they probably are thinking about upping the percentage as well. Anyways, pressing the Queen's ability, but he is going to get that CC down. And then, where is he going to start the Lava Loon on this one then? Looks like, you know, the air sweepers are pointing to the right and to the north. So he's probably going to start it down this area in the south, which he does. Cuts across towards that air defense. Obviously going to get quite good value here. Going to be difficult to get these balloons to cut back across, to be honest. They might end up getting stuck around the expo, but nope, they've came across. Oh, I don't think they know what they want to do. They might end up going the other way, guys. We'll just have to wait and see, but he does get them right over the top of the Eagle Artillery. Nice use of the Grand Warden's ability right over that point. Air Sweeper starts to give them a bit of grief. They have split up a little bit here. Not the end of the world, to be honest, because it kind of distracts from the wizard towers, but he has to use that heal spell early, and that means that it might be gone by the time the balloons over this side end up getting over there, which it looks like it is. Starting to fizzle out, guys. I don't know, he's got 2 wizard towers over here. And these balloons are going to struggle, I feel. I don't think this is going to be a 3. I think the Wizards are going to get him. Tony says on YouTube that he thinks this will be a 3. I think he's just got too many Wizard Towers. Air bombs going off as well. Very nice attempt. I mean, it's always great to see them high percentage Town Hall 11 attacks, but it's not going to be the 3. I'm going to update the scoreboard now, guys, because it's going to be difficult to keep on top of. It really is in a second. So, that's actually 2 Town Hall 11 attacks for Spartans Legacy, isn't it? We mustn't have updated that before. Like I said, I'm going to update the scoreboard now because it's going to be hard to keep on top of in a minute. They're going to get around about 90% before this one goes off, but 13 minutes left. We do have an attack from Elite Gaming. It's a dip attack. Get them stars on the board so that we can go for that 11v11. I was wrong, yeah. I mean, that's how quickly things can turn, basically. I wish more people would stream Clash of Clans nowadays. PUBG is fun, but Clash stays #1 for me. I agree. I love PUBG, I've got to say. I play it every single day. I am starting to stream it near enough every other day as well. I didn't see another live Slim. Oh, there we go. It's DJ coming in against Hilo Okra Heads. Thank you for the heads up there, Slim. So 2 dip attacks coming in for Elite Gaming. DJ getting revenge this time, isn't he? Obviously failed that 11v11 attempt, coming forward and just smashing this Town Hall 10 with the Bow Witch. Again, DJ is the one that taught me the Bow Witch dip attack and basically how to adapt it to all the different base designs. So I have no doubt that he's going to get the triple here. I'm actually going to go ahead and update the 2 of them because I'm quite confident that they are indeed going to get that. So 11v10, that is going to be 9 now for Elite Gaming. 5 attacks left. Let's come back to the scoreboard. That is going to be a 3-star, guys. We don't need to worry about it. This one's going to be a 3-star. That one ended up in the 2 for Spartans Legacy. Let's just jump back into this one. Forbidden has 1 more base to triple for Perfect Rhino. That is amazing. Will be great. Still has the Queen ability, which he pops. Obviously has over 1.5 minutes left, so this one is going to be good. Beyond might fail. I don't think so. I think he's good here. I think he's good. Obviously not the flawless attack that you often see with Bow Witch at Town Hall 11 versus 10, but 3-star is 3-star. He's going to get the job done here unless there are some crazy giant bombs over next to this Town Hall, but I highly doubt it. Queen is going to get that cannon and finish things up. And that is going to be another 3-star for Elite Gaming. So getting down to the final 10 minutes, guys, it's going to be interesting. See, Spartans Legacy are, much in the driving seat, aren't they? We need to get the rest of these Town Hall 10s done in order to give us the 1 attack, and we're going to have to use it against their #1. There's basically no other way about it because we need the 2 stars on that base, so we're going to have to go for the 3 stars on it in order to get the win. Spartans Legacy have so many more 11v11 attempts though, and here they come again against Zeus. So it looks like a similar attack. Obviously they've been going with the Lava Hound for most of this, the Lava Loon, breaking straight in next to the air defense at the bottom, and he's basically having a channel here straight towards the Queen. Love the use of the wall breakers inside that rage spell. I'm always a big fan of that. Gets access to that wizard tower as well, which is interesting. I think the Queen would have got that, but it just allows her to step in that direction. And let's just see what she gets. She's going to have to walk back out here, basically. Pulls the rest of that CC, though, which is always nice. Get that down. Oh, he had a jump spell. I wasn't even looking in his army composition. We do have another live, but we're going to stick with this one. I think the Queen might run down to this cannon. I really do. I don't know whether she's going to take that jump spell. It's going to have to see how things go here. She is going to come in this direction. She's not going to go up towards that air defense wizard tower and the eagle like he wanted. Don't think he meant to break the right side. Yes, Slim, as soon as I said that, I think that was the case. He didn't want that side open, allowed the Queen to come out here. Let's just see. Sometimes you see attacks like this, and as long as they still go for it, it can still work out. So using the Lava Hounds around the outside, haste spells coming straight the way in. He's got their minions in for cleanup. King is going to clean up the entire outside. Let's just see. Obviously, he's had to bring in his balloons kind of further down the base, if you will, than what he wanted, and having a little bit of trouble. They are kind of fizzling out. It's not going to be a 3. Balloons are just going down too easily. So we are going to jump out of this one to see what the other was. It is a dip attack by ourselves. So let's quickly update the 11v11 scoreboard here for Spartans Legacy, because things are going to start coming in thick and fast. Elite Gaming, I mean, it's not over until it's over. If we were to get the triple against that Town Hall 11 and clean the others, we could still win this, but it relies on Spartans Legacy messing up quite a few more attacks. They've got us on percentage slim. Yes, we will have one 11v11. If we get perfect dips, which obviously we are kind of cleaning up, but we do have a base that is only 1 starred, so that's where we have to attack. There's no other question about it. We have to attack that base in order to get that star, because Spartans Legacy have obviously cleaned our 10s and they have 2 stars against our 11s, so there's no question we have to attack that base in order to try and pull things level for us and maybe even into the lead. But again, it relies on Spartans Legacy failing their attacks. So I am updating the scoreboard, only 7 minutes left. Let's kind of review things here for anyone just joining. This is Elite Gaming versus Spartans Legacy, CWL Week 10. How many attempts left though? Well, basically we have 4 attacks, but we have... Oh yes, you are absolutely right. We only have 2 11 dips. So we basically need one more Town Hall 10, like you can see, so it will basically be 1 attempt. We could have a Town Hall 10, 2-star that, so we could go to a different one. That is an option. We're going to have to try, I would assume though, to get the 10v10. Oh, TT got 99% on that base. Wow, so we're going to have to try and adapt that, get a 10v10, hit that, in order to give us basically 2 Town Hall 11 attempts. So a 10, potentially 2, but I'm thinking probably 1. Let's just see though. Spartans Legacy though still have 3 attacks and 3 attempts. So we're not a million miles off. Spartans Legacy have an entire percentage on us, but we basically have the base there, which we can choose a little bit of percentage from. But obviously the 11's coming in, Spartans Legacy starting to pick that up. We'd need the 3. We're not going to win on percentage. Yeah, I think that's maybe just how it's happened, Tony. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how things have gone. Maybe that's just how they've gone. Bad week for 11v11 overall. Yeah, we haven't got any here in this war. Does anyone know how Forbidden are getting on? Are they close to the perfect war? Watch Richard of Spartans Legacy would nail an 11v11. Let's just see. There's only 5 minutes left, guys, so it's going to be an exciting finish. Show war details, please. There you go. There's not, honestly, how it's done. The war details mean pretty much nothing, to be honest. You're far better off looking at the stats above my head. That gives you a much better idea as to how the war is going other than this screen. But as you can see, there we go. Elite Gaming, we still need to take out that Town Hall 10. We'll have our 10s attempted, so we've basically got 1 or 2 Town Hall 11v11 attempts. Just depends. Spartans Legacy have 3. So we rely on Spartans Legacy failing here all 3 attacks, and we need an 11v11 triple. That's the only way we can win, basically, because they have us on percent. I don't think there's any way we could catch them up on percent. I mean, we could, don't get me wrong, but they would be reliant on not increasing their percent, which I'm assuming they're going to attack them bases, and us increasing it massively. Basically, we need a 3. Forbidden got 134 stars, 1 less than perfect. That is... oh, that's agonizing, really, isn't it? I feel so sorry for them. Would be always nice to get that final 100%. So only 4 minutes, guys. These are going to come in thick and fast. They really are. I wanted to see how many attacks are left for your clan because I didn't hear you. Okay, well, you can see even on this screen, you can see the kind of just underneath the names, it says 86 over 90, 87 over 90 for Spartans Legacy. And above my head, I do have a screen that says attacks left as well. 6 out of 10, 11v11. Man, that is insane. Great job to them. Definitely going to put the pressure on Spartans Legacy, aren't they, in terms of the league here. But honestly, it doesn't really matter until you get to the knockout stages, to be honest. Final few, crunch time, absolutely. I mean, these guys, they basically, you can wait until the end, and it basically overrules the percentage part, because you can't then just go for percent in order to get the win, because you don't know what the other person's going to get in their outcome. So it kind of forces people to go for the 3 stars, and obviously if they fail, it gives you a better chance, whereas they might have been able to calculate the percent and kind of play it safe. So that's why people push it until the end, so that the other people can't quite work it out. But for Elite Gaming, I mean, we really need a 10 to attack this. We've got 2 Town Hall 10s. We need one of them to attack that, because if not, we're going to have to dip on it. So it looks like our Town Hall 10s maybe aren't even going to get the attacks in, because we should have attacked that before now. I don't know, obviously I don't know the full story, but looks like we're going to have to dip on that and then go for an 11v11. But who knows? Richard, obviously we had some you know, love in the chat there before for Richard, thinking that he would get the triple. Crunch time it is. Let's see if he can do it. Yeah, Weedman, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be doing them Town Hall 10 attacks by the looks of it. So, his queen coming around the side here. He's got plenty of wall breakers to get her in. Test wall breaker obviously sets off that bomb nicely. Then he pushes the rest in. Gonna have to use a rage spell here in a second to boost the queen. There it is. There's a lot of damage in this area, isn't there? A lot of defenses. I always like to see the wall breakers alongside the rage spells. I just think it's very nice when they're raged up that you can, you know, utilize that alongside using the rage for your queen. CC goes down here and the queen continues to charge forward, going to get the Eagle Artillery, a Wizard Tower, going to get the Air Sweeper as well, even though that Air Sweeper wouldn't really do anything. But it is Hog Riders that is coming forward. All he needs to do is create the path here. It looks like he's waiting of the queen, which he's going to get now. A couple of Hog Riders in order to get this cannon. Then he's going to push the main group from the top, as you see. They're then going to merge around that Inferno Tower, where we're assuming a heal spell will be used. So that basically boosts up the Hog Riders that just took a decent amount of damage from the Wizard Tower. Obviously, prime location for giant bombs next to the Inferno Towers. A big group of Hogs there on low health, so the next heal spell has to come in. And he's got a lot coming around here. A rage spell, interestingly, over that single Inferno to try and get that down, but the giant bomb goes off, and there are certainly plenty of skeleton spells. Hog Riders going down, but there's not many defenses left here. Oh, there is another giant bomb as well next to a Wizard Tower, but amazing use of that Grand Warden's ability. That was clutch, guys, and I think that is going to be enough to get him it. He's got more than enough hogs to get this cannon down. He's then going to be able to clean the rest of this up. So there you are. There was a lot of love in the chat for Richard, and rightly so, because it looks like he has clutched it there for Spartans Legacy, got them the win. But moving across, this is, oh my gosh, they've went for the triple. They haven't gone for that base. Maybe a 10 is hitting that. This is the 11, so who knows? Maybe a 10 is going after that base. I don't know what's happened. Maybe, I'm not even going to speculate, guys. Maybe they feel confident with it, but surely a 10 should have hit that earlier. Anyways, looks like they're pushing the 11s here over at Elite Gaming. Valkyries, interestingly enough, what am I talking about? This is a Town Hall 10 going for this, so I'm actually going to come off that and look at Beyond's, and we are dipping on the other one. Crazy. Crazy man. So Beyond's attacking here, 11v11. We need this, guys. In order to get the win, we need this attack to be a triple, and we need the other ones of Spartan's Legacy to be fails. Let's just see. Coming at this with the Lava Hounds, this was pretty much what DJ was wanting to do, wasn't it? Coming forward, get his queen into that area. Looks like we did on this one, and the Lava Hound's coming around. Let's just see how it turns out. That Wizard Tower could be costly though. Oh, is there a heal spell in there? I'm not too sure, but the balloons are taking a lot of damage. I feel that Wizard Tower might end up ruining this attack. Not quite in range of that balloon, but they are going to have to come back. Maybe he can pin a baby dragon onto that. I would maybe put the baby dragon here to try and get in towards that. Might be an option to save the balloons, but who knows? He has a lot of them here, but no haste spells left, and he has an archer tower and an nearly said Inferno Tower, an air defense to get through with skeletons trying to take them down. Looks like he's going to get that. He's going to get the cannon. Oh, he could have really done with that baby dragon taking this down, but the minions are going to do some work. Oh, the baby dragon gets hit by the... Oh, that is agonizing. Minion, oh my word. Just didn't get it. He's put an archer in. Can the archer get that in order to clean up the rest here? This is going to be an agonizing... Oh my god, he didn't. An agonizing finish. I don't think he'd have got it anyway because the skeleton traps are obviously ruining things. Needed a skeleton spell, a poison spell in order to get that. So that is going to be good night, I'm afraid, for Elite Gaming. They're not going to get that one, I'm afraid. Very unfortunate. Could have easily swung the other way. And Spartans Legacy continuing to push the 11v11s here. What will be the score? Lady B says lol. Absolutely. You've got to, I mean... You've got to just laugh, haven't you, really? You can't, otherwise you would just cry. Rip, says Slim. Nice try to Elite Gaming. Yeah, we gave it what we had at the end there. Looks like they might even get another 11v11 here. Gonna get them bowlers boosted up. Needs to get that wizard tower, which it looks like he will. And then it's just whether the bowlers can get through the wall. I don't think they're going to. He's going to run out of time anyway. Didn't even see that, guys. Very close, unless they got the bowler bounce onto that Inferno. How crazy would that have been to clutch it at the end? It's going to be a 99%. Agonizing stuff. Did they get... It looks like they got another 11v11 triple there. Is that the one they got earlier? No, it wasn't. They got one before that. So, there you have it, guys. Very, very close. I think, yeah, Spartans Legacy, even if we did get the 100% on that base where we were close, they would have got it on percentage. There you have it, Spartans Legacy. You got to give it to them. Massive congratulations. Elite Gaming give it a good try. Very, very close. I mean, pushing them, we've got to say, towards... You know, towards the end, but yeah, more than a 2% lead. Even if we'd have got that, even if we had have got the 3-star, we wouldn't have quite got it. Thank you, Time to Clash. Thank you so much, Adam, for the host. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Time failed, unfortunately, yes. Spartans Legacy, they are animals. They really, really are. Again, massive congratulations to them. Let's quickly kind of check over to the stats screen and see how other things have gone. As you can see here, looks like Bye Forever updated 10 minutes ago, but looks like Bye Forever probably will come back in that one would assume, in order to take the victory. So... I mean, that is very impressive if they manage to do that. They're up on 10v10, but again, it's basically how many 11v11s you create and put through. Coward the Viking, thank you so much for checking things out. Wolf Mother, thank you so much. You guys had someone miss an attack. We did, Marco, again. I'm not too sure what happened with that one. Again, I just kind of stream things here over at Elite Gaming. I'm not sure what goes on behind the scenes in terms of strategy, kind of attacks, things like that. So, obviously, not sure what's happened there. Whether someone just, you know, didn't turn up to the party or whatnot. Let's kind of quickly have a look at the other wars. Obviously, we saw Warzone getting the victory over War Wales. We'll bring that one up for anyone that didn't see that. Winning on percentage, and very close it was. We did see earlier that North Remembers smashing it against 2 Hive, just not their day by the looks of it, but North Remembers absolutely crushing it there. Forbidden, very, very close to the perfect war. You guys did see that. So they have kind of continued with Spartans Legacy, both getting the victory in the league there. Moving on up, we have DLZ, which took the victory over WHF. You know, it looked pretty much like the whole war. They had the better stats. They were going to be able to pull things through. Then we had Spartans Legacy versus Elite Gaming as well, alongside Mariana Trench and One Hive. Genesis, as you can see, Genesis have basically pushed things the whole time. It hasn't quite updated fully there, but I would assume that Genesis have indeed got the victory. Clash with Alia, thank you so much for checking things out. Susie, thank you. It was so close. Welcome to the stream, Susie. Thank you so much. Obviously, I appreciate you guys had a very exciting war over there. And thank you for the support on my YouTube channel you've been giving me recently as well. Bye Forever just got an 11v11, which is awesome. So I am going to kind of stop things there. Unfortunately, I have to say, guys, I'm going to try my best. Perhaps many of you guys over on Twitch can help me out. I have never transferred the stream to anybody else. So I've got to be honest, I don't know how to do it. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to try my best in order to do that now. If anyone can kind of help me with that, I would be much appreciative. I'm not sure which other wars are going on, actually. Let's have a look. Who else is streaming? Obviously, we had Hilo was streaming the end of that. As with myself, it doesn't look like there's any other wars going on, so maybe I won't hand things across. Just type #host Twitch name. I will make sure to screenshot that right now, but I'll do a little bit more research anyway before I start. Obviously, I wasn't expecting the host off Adam. I do appreciate that very much. I'm glad you guys were able to hang out for this final hour of Spartans Legacy versus Elite Gaming. Again, Spartans Legacy getting the victory on this one. I will be bringing recaps on the channel. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everyone over on Twitch coming and hanging out. Obviously, I normally only get kind of less than 5 viewers over there, so it's been so great to see the chat so much more involved. And as always, thank you to everyone over on YouTube. That is going to wrap it up for this one. Make sure to have a good day for the rest of it, guys. I will be bringing out recaps for them attacks. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out, guys.